All right. So this is bullshit. Yeah? This is total bullshit. There's no way to sugarcoat this because they have time to make the unit, to test the unit, and we still have this beautiful Kaki nerf patch. I don't understand how they can nerf things so quickly, but for a shitty unit like the Win Omiyaji, there's nothing. If you can actually consider feedback from the community in less than a week relevant and significant enough to nerf a new 4-star unit, you can also take the same feedback to buff a weak 5-star unit like the Win Omiyaji, right? Because they have time. I don't know when they start making the unit, but it's definitely not recent. They have time to make the unit so their choices for the skill multiplier and all that good stuff, there has to be a reason behind it. We have only been playing with the unit for like a couple days. We know they're strong, but maybe we don't know everything just yet. Maybe there's a way to counter them much easier. But because they acknowledge the fact that we, as player, only have a couple days of testing and realize how broken the unit is, what have you guys been doing? Oh my god. Greeting from Comtours. First of all, we would like to apologize for the confusion that we have caused regarding the new monster and its balance in the game. We'd like to explain the measurement we'll be taking with the Fire Omiyusha balance. When designing new monster, we not only put time and effort into the monster functional roles, but also into the characteristic and concept that each monster possesses. Throughout the 7 years of service, there's a variety of unique monster and summoners ore, and believe that designing new monster in this environment should always be done carefully. Our team always do our best to introduce new monster updates, but we are truly sorry of the issue that arose during this process. The new monster Onimusha was designed with a concept of a monster that doesn't land crits but show a great synergy when utilized with other characteristics. In particular, the 5-1 Kaki was developed with the intention of making a monster that has both strong attack power and good tanking ability, with having its attack power and defense affecting one another. However, the Fire Onimusha Forstall skill, which increased the defense and inflict additional damage portion to the defense, was showing a greater power than the original intention. What do you mean? Like, do you not test this with like good runes? What is the original intention? And how summoners can engrave runes only on focusing on attack power rather than considering crit rate and crit damage, as well as increase the skill power even greater since the monster does not generate critical hits. For this reason, we'll be modifying the current balance of Fire Onimusha, who can have both big damage and tanking ability, by maximizing attack power only to limit the impact between the attack power and defense to a certain point, adjust the additional damage that's inflicted proportion to the defense. They want to limit the impact between the attack power and defense stats. So we are now having half the attack power transfer into defense. Maybe they're going to put that down to like 30% and reduce the additional damage that's proportionate to the defense. We are still probably going to get the same Kaki, but just weaker. The goal is to have Kaki available to be used widely even after the balance patch. Hopefully, we are currently adjusting the final balance value with the modified version. It will require further consideration of how to rune him and choose between dealing damage or going for tankiness. We are well aware of the disappointment and confusion that summoners may experience by a monster balancing that takes place right after the update. Yeah, the people who spend a lot of money. Yes, we should have prepared the update in a more complete form, especially the update that released new monster. But we are extremely sorry that we failed to meet the expectation. We use this incident as an opportunity to grow further so that such mistake does not occur again. Our team will do our utmost to provide better service, especially with monster skill design balance with more thorough preparation and development. Hey, how about using real endgame player as your beta tester? Because apparently having the power to generate any stats that you want, to have any rune that you want, you still can't measure the maximum potential of a unit? Hey, I don't understand it. Please note that the Fire Onimusha balance pack will be released via update this week. The crit rate modification will not be included in this update, so the crit bug that they supposed to fix is not here. Prepare the following compensation as an apology. Item 10 mystical scroll, 200 crystals, and that's it. This It's a slap in the face. Yeah, this is bullshit. I personally have summoned till this day, I think 400 scrolls and multiple legendary whatever. I still haven't summoned a single new unit with the SB button. Okay, I'm unlucky. But what about other people? What about the people who pay real money to buy scrolls and summon and buy devilmon to max skill the Fire Onimusha? What about them? 200 crystal and 10 mystical scrolls is gonna be a slap in their face. Especially if they somehow make Kaki shitty. If somehow they do it, they're gonna make Kaki shitty, we're gonna put that in storage, and all the investment is gone. At least whoever put devilmon into this unit, or whoever just skill up him, you need to give them whatever they put in back. Only that is fair, right? In other game, for example, Epic 7 direct competitor, every time they nerf something, they give you everything back. The EXP, the skill up, everything. You still keep the monster in the original form, but you get all the investment back because they nerf the unit and they know maybe half the people who use him will not use him anymore. And this is like out of nowhere. And this is because of their mistake. It's not just balancing to make the game more interesting, more fun. This is their mistake. And they compensate with this bullshit. Of course, apology here, which is nice and all. But come on, man. Come on. I put devilmon into it. I'm pissed. I know a lot of people put devilmon into a 4-star unit. They are pissed as well. And they put a lot of money to summon, to invest into the monster that you guys didn't do enough testing on. It's so weird. And they only do this with strong unit. What about weak unit? They release certain thing, the unit is shit, and we have to wait like what, a year? Hello, String Master? Do you guys do any thorough preparation development? You can see in the stats. If they can see anything, they can see the String Master not being used whatsoever. And like, where is the String Master balancing modification notice? What about the new Karma skill being complete shit in the eyes of all the player who summon the Fire Onimusha or the Wind Onimusha? They know that the Karma skill is trash. They talk about it on Reddit. There's nothing being done to that as well. Hello? It's like the people who make these units have no idea how to really rune them or something. Tomorrow I have a video with all the Onimusha together, especially the Wind one, and the Wind one with the same rune set at maximum condition, which means I have 0 HP, and it does half the damage of the Fire one. Did you guys not do any tests with that? Like, let's look at the Wind one. Okay, it's not gonna do any damage whatsoever. Like at 0 HP, the Wind one will do a lot more damage than usual because the damage is proportionate to the lost HP. It is far away from the Fire one damage. So it can easily show the Fire one is doing way more damage than it should be. But you guys didn't notice that at all? It happened with the twins. I think it happened with Lucas before. The new stone fighter that do damage proportionate to the shield. But then they didn't test that in Rift Beast. And then people can abuse Rift Beast. And they didn't test the Dark Odin, Hurted. They didn't test that. And then people were abusing Hurted in bosses, taking the stats away, become a OP unit. And they didn't test that. And they do another hotfix for those units as well. It's just, do you not test anything? It's like, oh my god. If they have to make this unit in a month, maybe I understand, the boss go down to the dev team and be like, yo, we need a new unit. You guys have a month to do it. And they don't have enough time to test out and to make the unit properly. But if you have the time and you don't tell any of the endgame player to be your beta tester, get them to sign a freaking NDA and test the unit for you with runes and the knowledge of current meta and how to use a certain unit to give you guys real player feedback, then what the hell are you doing, man? Like, excuse me? Come on, bro. This is not a bug. This is intentional. Okay, this is not like, oh, we were too busy coding and then there's a bug up here. Okay, I get that. But this is intentional. They've done testing and they were okay with the file one being just overly strong compared to everything else. And this stupid ass compensation, man. Like this is like 10 fodder. Pretty much. This is 10 fodder. Yeah? And this is like nothing, bro. This is like a couple refill. This is literally nothing. I give credit to Comtours whenever they do good things, new updates and all that good stuff. But this is just dumb. And it happened before and it keep happening again. It's sad. God damn it. I hate this, man. I hate this so much.